Welcome to the second episode of the Landing on Landsdown podcast with your boys, Chris Ferrara, my dog, Devin Roche. You're actually in Texas now.
Yes, I am.
Is it any colder than Florida?
It's freezing. It's like 40 degrees.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Dude, it's hold on. How cold is it right now? It is 29 degrees outside. I'm inside and I still have a beanie on and it sucks. Like, I hate it more than anything.
That's brutal.
Featuring my cousin.
Dude, he's such a fucking pussy. Oh I'm in a sweatshirt. I have no hair. I just went out the woods and emptied my ash pans my wood stove.
That's so funny.
And that's my cousin
Happy
Billy.
Thanksgiving.
You too.
Anyway. The fucking Red Sox extended Alex Cora to what year?
2024, they picked up his club option for 23 and 24, just getting it out of the way.
I mean, dude, like they needed to do that, obviously. But I hope they don't pull, like, I feel like anytime Red Sox coaches have one really just terrible season, they just get rid of them right away. Like that.
Yeah, it's a new regime in the front office, though. I mean, Chaim Bloom's a little different. He's going to stick with his guy.
Yeah. I don't know.
You know, like,
maybe because I just saw UF just fire Dan Mullen out of nowhere. Go Gators, by the way. But like
out of nowhere, they're not even going to be bowl eligible.
Well, yeah, but they had one bad year.
Yeah, but they lost a ton of recruits too.
I guess you're right. But yeah, it's really Dan Mullen's fault.
I don't know. Shout out to my boy Derek Wingo on UF football.
On course on here.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, something up here that we have to do is fires. So
Awesome.
My cousin's making a fire right now.
I wish.
Oh my god, dude, it's so nice. I did not think it is nice. It's not nice. All right, so let's talk about the Rule 5 guys. Devin, you know so much more about these guys than I do, so bring me through each and every single one of these.
All right, so I'm going to start off with the pitchers. Cutter Crawford, he's seen more like as a reliever around baseball, but he can start. He started a game last year. Obviously, it didn't go too well. He kind of got hit around. I think he gave up like 5 or 6 runs in 2+ innings. Okay. But he's got decent stuff. He can definitely be like a long reliever type guy in the big leagues for sure. And he's playing in the Dominican this winter, and he's yet to give up a run through 3 starts. So
you think has he pitched against Pujols yet?
I think he has, and he's just been shoving. Like, you look on Twitter, like, and he just Twitter every night for that league every time he goes out there.
All right, who do we got next?
Let's go with John Winkowski next. He was acquired in the Andrew Benintendi trade. He played in the Arizona Fall League, but the stats weren't that good. A lot of walks, not that many strikeouts, but they're doing the robotic umps there, so walks around the league have been up.
Yeah. Was he the dude that was he the one that hit the kid?
Yeah, he got on the bench clearing brawl.
That was him?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so respect that.
Yeah, exactly.
But
I love it, dude. I love it.
They moved him to the pen. His stuff just ticked up. He's touched 99 miles an hour with his fastball. He's got good stuff. I mean, he's definitely a big league arm, and for them to put him on the 40-man, that shows the confidence they have in him. Yeah. Just looking past the stats, because it's Arizona Fall League. I mean, they're kind of just trying to build up his innings.
Yeah, but they're still all amazing players.
Yeah.
So you can't really like knock him down. But I mean, that would be electric, seeing him come out of the pen or something and just like become an energy.
Pumping 99.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be sick.
Next guy that we got, Brian Bellow or Bellow. He's only 22.
I'm telling you, it's Bellow.
Okay, Bellow. He's only 22. He throws like upper 90s. Stuff is just ticked up. He had a great year this year between Portland and Greenville. He posted a 3.87 ERA across both leagues. I mean, he's younger than the average age at both. He's actually, his age differential is 2.7 years younger than the average player in Portland. So he's on the fast track to the big leagues. He's got really good stuff.
Yeah. Oh, that's a dog. Sorry. All right, and then let's get to the infielder real quick.
Jeter Downs, I mean, he had a abysmal year in AAA. He basically skipped AA. He only had like maybe 20, 30 at bats in AA, and then the whole COVID year happened. They sent him straight to AAA. He's our age. He's like 21 or 22 or 20. Like I think he was just overmatched, and hopefully him failing right now will help him in the long term, so he's not just overwhelmed when he gets to the big leagues because he's dealt with it before. But he started off the Arizona Fall League like hitting 6 home runs right off the bat, and then he kind of came back down to earth. But the stats now, but he had a pretty good Arizona Fall League. I mean, the Red Sox still obviously value him and think he's a great player to add him to the 40-man.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of like blocked right now with Arroyo and Kike, but if they trade, they can always trade him for a reliever or something if his value doesn't come up.
Definitely just trade him for a reliever.
Yeah, I mean, like he doesn't have one standout tool. He's very good. I mean, he's very good at like everything, but nothing's like pops off the charts for him.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, hopefully the Red Sox, we'll talk about this in a sec, but they sign a pretty big free agent, and that's going to be my prediction. I think they're going to sign a free agent that kind of like makes Jeter Downs a great trade away kind of guy. You know what I mean?
I'm hoping too.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think if you're going to want to win now, like I think you have to.
You gotta do it.
Like this team was supposed to be nothing the next couple of years, but then they made it to the ALDS. Like
yes,
yeah. I think OCS, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, but I think they need to go for it now. So
yeah.
Hopefully that'll work. So let's switch over to the free agents that we think fit the Sox the best. Now,
you want to start with guys like top of the market guys?
Yeah.
You want to go first, or
no? You got it.
You want to go right off the bat with Marcus Strowman?
Really?
I would love to see him in Boston. He is extremely durable. He's got great stuff. He knows how to pitch without top velocity. His arsenal is unbelievable. He's going to help the minor leaguers. You get Marcus Strowman around minor leaguers, he will help them develop. He is not afraid to share what he does and how he thinks and goes about baseball. And another thing that I think will make him attractive in Boston is he interacts with fans.
That is true.
The fans might not like him right now, but he brings heart, he brings energy, he's a spark plug, and he interacts with fans. And the second you start interacting with fans in Boston, they will gravitate towards you. You saw what happened with Schwarber.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was thinking more Verdugo, dude.
Yeah, Verdugo. Yeah,
always interact with the fans, and everybody loves Verdugo.
And Marcus Strowman, like he plays with that chip on his shoulder that this past Red Sox team played with, where they were right off the bat, everyone's counting them out.
That I agree, but I don't know, man.
You can't think about it. Marcus, you got Eovaldi, Sale, Strowman, Houck, Whitlock.
Okay.
Tell me a better rotation in the East.
I just don't think that's like a Heim Blue move. You know what I mean? Like
it's not, but we can dream.
That's exactly what I mean. Like if we're being
that's why we're starting top of the market.
I would love Strowman to be in Boston. I'm the biggest Strowman fan, like the next guy. I fucking love the guy. He's a cool dude. Nope, I didn't. But yeah, no, I love Strowman, but I don't know if he would fit so well in Boston. But I do love what he posted on Twitter, where it's like, "Oh, Strowman."
The Yankee thing.
And then he was like,
"That was so funny."
Yeah, that was hilarious. But I don't think Strowman's gonna come here.
I don't think he's gonna come, but he would fit, and I think I would love it. But I don't know if the money plays.
Yeah. One thing that I have in mind, me personally, when's Javi Baez's contract up?
He's a free agent. Don't even go there.
Javi Baez.
He swings at pitches that bounce before the plate, like once a game.
But I feel like he would mesh so well with this Red Sox team, especially with Cora, like as the coach. I feel like it would work famously.
Maybe for a year, but like once he starts aging a little bit, he's only getting on base like 290.
You don't have to sign him for like 3 years, dude. We just need to win one championship, honestly, with this.
You think he takes a contract less than 5 years?
I don't know, dude. I feel like if he gets here, he signs like a 1 or 2 year deal with the Red Sox. They love him. They love the fire. Like we said earlier, like Verdugo and everyone, like the interaction with the fans. I feel like they would freaking love Javi Baez.
He'd be a top jersey seller for sure. He would bring money to them.
Exactly. Could you imagine Javi Baez in the classic Red Sox white jersey with like?
Yeah, I could also imagine him striking out 3 or 4 times a game, getting booed off the field.
Okay, I don't think he would get booed off the field. A, B, when he's at his best, dude.
Strikes out that many times a game.
Okay, well, I think Javi Baez would make a great addition.
The only thing is his defense is really good, and he could play second and short, so he could kind of fit that. But if you're going to sign a guy like that, why not go after Marcus Simeon?
Okay, I think Simeon's going to come at too high of a price, and that's why I don't think the Red Sox are going to get him.
Well, second baseman, shortstop. How about Chris Taylor that can also play center field?
Again, like I
You
think
think he's going to be too high?
dude, that's not a high and blue move, dude. I feel like Javi Baez,
he played 6 positions.
I know, but I feel like Javi Baez had such a down year that he's going to be able.
Javi Baez had the best year of his career.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
He had like one of either the best or second best. Like his second half was like unreal for him. He had like a 380 on base percentage the second half. Exactly. You're like, he's coming off a down year. No, it wasn't a down year.
Well, okay. I still stand by my statement that I think Javi Baez is a great fit. But it is not a high blue move. And I feel like Javi Baez, what is he? Is he a Boris guy? Do you know who he is?
Probably. They're all Boris guys.
Exactly.
They're all Boris or Levinson. Levinson does have a good relationship with the Red Sox, though.
Yeah, but I feel like, I don't know. I feel like Simeon coming off, he came third in AL MVP, right? Third?
Yeah, and he set a record for most home runs ever by a second baseman.
Dude, that's going to be a huge check.
But he's like 32. I don't know how much money he's going to be able to command. My thing is with him, I give him 2 years, $50 million.
50 million? That's it?
25 a year, but you overpay the annual average thing, but you go up annual average value, but you go lower years. Kind of like the Trevor Bauer deal where it's a ton of money, but like not as many years.
Yeah.
Like same thing with Scherzer. Like give him 2 years, 75 million. Hired gun. Let's just do it right now. Like we're not going to lock you in for a ton of years, but we're going to give you the money for a lot of years.
Yeah, but I don't feel like, I feel like Scherzer's going to, after this contract, he's going to want to find a place to retire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
I feel like a lot of these guys on this list are going to want to retire, though.
After these contracts, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Is there anyone else on this free agency list that you think would be a great fit?
Carlos Correa.
Dude, Correa would be a terrible fit, bro.
What are you talking about? Him and Cora are boys.
Okay, but like, I feel like Correa would want to play short, obviously.
Yeah, so you shift Bogarts to second base.
No, dude.
Bogarts is the definition of a average shortstop.
Okay,
he will make the routine play, but Correa he's a postseason animal. He unbelievable at shortstop, and he comes with that. Guys don't like him because he has that like
swag, the A-Rod kind of swag.
The A-Rod like almost better than you attitude. Yeah. But if he's on your team, you will love that.
Dude,
if you're an Astros fan in the playoffs and he hits that home run, he goes to his watch, tell me you are not so hyped when he does that.
Okay, yes, that was fucking electric. I will give it.
He's an electric factory. Obviously, people don't like him because the cheating thing and his attitude. He's a great player, though.
He is, but I feel like that would work out horribly. I feel like if you want this team to win, Bogarts is your shortstop. No matter if Derek Jeter comes back to the MLB in his prime, like Bogarts is your shortstop over him.
Derek Jeter has a minus 162 defensive runs saved.
Okay,
Carlos Correa digging at the Yankees, another reason.
Okay, well, I
okay, so we'll get off.
You know what I mean, all right? You know what I mean.
Yeah, let's get to guys that like are more realistic.
Yeah, that's. I mean, dude, I really don't think any of these big name free agents are really realistic. Obviously, you need pitchers.
You know who I think we could be a dark horse for?
Oh,
Chris Bryant. You know why?
why?
Plays left field, third, right field, and can play shortstop.
Okay, but like you don't have a hole in the positions that he plays.
Trade an outfielder. Trade Hunter Renfroe. Mark my words, will not have as good as a year next year. Put Bryant in right. You got that power bat, and then JD's gone after this year. Worst case scenario, he shifts to DH if you don't bring Schwarber back.
I like Renfroe, dude.
I like him too, but you think he's going to have the same year?
Yeah.
You know, and his arbitration number, like it was like projected to be around like 5 or 6. It's like 7, 8. Which I know like money isn't a problem for the Red Sox, but like a Heim Bloom Red Sox, that might be like, are we overpaying?
Maybe I'm just a little kid, and I feel like if one player has a good year, they're gonna have a better year next year. But
I just can't bet on a guy having 2 career years in a row. We've seen it time and time again with the Red Sox. Johnny Gomes, Cody Ross, Saltalamacchia. They all come here. They all have career years. They lock them up, and it's just a dumpster fire after. Except for Nathan Eovaldi. That was a great extension.
That was a great extension. But yes, that is a fair point. But again, there is Nathan Eovaldi. So maybe I don't know. I like Renfroe, and I like
Renfroe too, but I think if you plan on letting JD walk next year and ultimately trading Bob, having Cassis move Raffy to DH, Cassis at first, and then you need a third baseman.
So Chris Bryant
shift Bogarts. So then you could always shift Bogarts to third or sign a third baseman. You know, I'm thinking like a couple years down the road here.
Yeah, but I feel like they need to win fucking next year or the year after, dude.
No, I agree.
I feel like that's it. And it is also kind of hard because you have the super teams like the Dodgers, and I feel like the Padres are going to restock too when they be back and everything.
Padres got a great manager in Bob Melvin too.
Yeah, he is. Yes, I know. That was kind of weird. He just jumped ships out of nowhere.
And the A's didn't even ask for it, like a player to be named later or cash. Like he was still under contract.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on in Oakland.
That was just weird. They bid it on a place in Las Vegas.
Did they actually?
Yeah.
When?
I saw it on The Athletic like yesterday or the day before.
Really?
Yeah. So, and they're having a couple spring training games in Vegas, so I think they're giving it a test run.
Huh.
That'd be kind of cool. They would make so much money there.
Oh my God, yeah, dude. I mean, well, okay. Look at the Raiders. All their players are getting in trouble. Their coach is like, I guess, racist.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, but like,
stadium's sick though.
Everyone's getting in trouble in Vegas.
Yeah.
You got Henry Ruggs drunk driving. You got that one other wide receiver.
Damon Arnett.
Yeah, who's just pointing a gun on Instagram Live. Like, dude, what are you doing?
Oh, I know.
I mean, maybe people get in trouble in Vegas, but it would be cool to see the A's.
Yeah.
Because Oakland, like Coliseum, is just old, worn down.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. He's got a black lab.
You want to get to the pitchers we think would be good fits?
Sure. Let's do it.
You want to start or?
No, you got it.
Sneaky move I can see them doing. Jared Eckhoff, I think his name is. That's how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
He was with the Mets last year. I mean, not a good year at all. He only threw 19.2 innings, had a 8.5 ERA. But his curve spin rate is in the 77th percentile. And they could probably get him on like a really cheap contract.
I mean, dude, honestly, with all the pitchers besides Strowman and Scherzer and Graveman just signed with the White Sox.
Yeah, Graveman. I thought I would love him.
That was my choice, and then right before we started recording,
yeah,
White Sox, wrong color, but
real.
I mean, honestly, all these pitchers are kind of at best.
I mean, Steven Matz is pretty good. Boston's been in constant contact with Matz, and Matz had a 3.82 ERA over 29 starts.
Yeah, but he's old, dude.
He's 30. Sign him to a 2-year deal. he doesn't give up hard contact. His average exit velocity given up is only the 72nd percentile. He doesn't strike out a ton of guys, but like he's been a pretty like average back end starter, and we need to replace Eddie. We don't need a frontline guy per se. We just have to.
Okay, so here's my thing. I think we do need like a frontline guy, but I know Heim Bloom won't. He won't go after a frontline.
Yeah, like I would love to see Gosman, but he was god awful before going to San Fran. I think he needs to stay in San Francisco because he works well there.
Yeah, but it would work to have him.
It would be nice to have him, but like the thing is, with Baltimore and Atlanta, he wasn't good.
Yeah.
So I think San Francisco figured out how to use him like perfectly, and I think if he strays away from there, he has a chance of falling back in that rut.
I mean, honestly, like we could get any of these guys, and they can either flourish in Boston or they can
just crumble.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's just Boston. That's how people are. Like Carl Crawford, he came to Boston.
He's on the Hall of Fame ballot this year.
I can't believe that. Oh my God, that's what we.
He was unbelievable with Tampa.
Well, yeah, with Tampa, but then he comes to Boston and just lays a goose egg, dude.
He was terrible. I wanted to like him so bad, but he was just.
What was that team? It was Carl Crawford, Adrian Gonzalez.
Loved Aegon. Pablo Sandoval.
I loved Aegon.
Was Jason Bay on that team?
I think. It was 2011, right?
Was Bay? It was either 10, 11, or 12. Jason Bay, one of those years.
Yeah, I think he was the third guy that I was talking about. But like,
yeah, Clay Buckles, Josh Beckett.
I had an Aegon jersey, dude. Like, I was bought in.
I loved Aegon.
Yeah.
He was good in Boston. No one liked him. It just wasn't
It wasn't a fit.
Yeah, it was not a good fit. He was great. I mean, he wasn't bad. He was good.
Yeah. It is weird how baseball works. So like, you go to one place and just be terrible, but then you go there and be like amazing.
You know who's a guy I would love to see with Boston?
Who?
Danny Duffy.
Danny Duffy. Why is that?
So he misses barrels. His guys do not make contact off him. His whiff percentage, 72nd percentile. His chase percentage is 77th percentile. So guys just like, he obviously deceptive. Yeah. And he had a 2.5 ERA last year. He only threw 61 innings because of injuries, but that just drives his asking price lower.
I feel like that's a Heim Bloom move.
That's a Heim Bloom move because he's coming off injury. Can't ask for that much money because he only threw 61 innings, and he had a great year when he was healthy. And he was in LA. So he had a great year in a big market.
I can see that. I'm on board for Danny Duffy. I'm on board for that one.
And he's a lefty, so that kind of like fits. You're taking Erod's innings. That's Erod right there.
Yeah, exactly. All right. I could see that fit. Now, let's talk about the big name free agents and where we really think they're going to go. So let's start off. I don't know if you really think this or not, but Mr. Strowman, do you think he's going to go to the Red Sox?
I don't see it. I could see him staying in with the Mets.
I could see him
stupid to let him go. He fits that so perfectly.
He does. I would love to see him go back to Toronto.
You want to face him though?
Huh?
I wouldn't want to face him.
Well, no, I don't want to face him, but I can see that. And I
can see it too.
When we're not playing the Blue Jays, I feel like it'd be pretty cool to see him in Toronto.
Definitely give him a chance to win a World Series.
Yeah, exactly. And that Toronto team, like, they're obviously, they're in the AL East. Like, I don't want to see them, but they're fun to watch. They're not the Yankees winning. Like, fuck the Yankees.
No, but the Blue Jays are scary. They get hot and they can go on a run.
Yeah, I know.
You saw it last year. They got super hot and then they just fell off the face of the earth.
Exactly. But like, I feel like they get a couple more guys instead of Robbie Ray, and like,
yeah,
pretty dangerous, which is very scary. But I could definitely see Strowman go back to the Blue Jays. That's my guess. That's my guess. All right, Chris Taylor, where do you think he's going?
So he declined the QO from LA.
Yeah.
And that was for like 18 something.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if he's going to go back there. He was an everyday player, but never really had his set spot, like kind of like Kike over there.
Yeah.
I mean, the Rangers have been linked to everybody. I think he'd be a perfect fit for the Rangers.
Yeah, but who do the Rangers have to like build around him or anything?
Jack Leiter.
Okay, Jack Leiter, yeah, but he's gonna
I know.
for like at least a year.
I just don't know what a good fit for. I mean,
I think he's gonna go back to LA.
I feel like it's either Boston or LA or Houston.
My money's on LA. I don't know why he'd go to Houston. Why do you think he'd go to Houston?
Who do they have in the middle infield now? They just lost Correa.
Okay. All right. Okay. Then I do see that. But like,
see my thinking there?
Yeah.
Maybe like sign to a 2-year deal, or you could shift Bregman to short.
Yeah, I feel like Bregman could, because he played short in college, right?
Yeah, he's unbelievable defensively.
Exactly. So I think you could stick Bregman anywhere in the infield.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Chris Taylor's gonna go back to LA. So what's your final team? What's your final team you pick?
For Chris Taylor?
Chris Taylor.
Probably LA.
LA? All right.
Yeah.
So we agree on that one. All right, then another Chris, spelled the weird way. Chris Bryant. What do you think is going?
I heard San Fran didn't like him.
Really?
They said they weren't impressed with him. Chris Bryant has so much value because he plays like 4 positions.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen any teams linked to him.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like.
Do you feel like some random team's gonna come get him?
I can see with the Cardinals.
Where would he be? What, play outfield?
Yeah.
Okay. I honestly never thought of that. I never thought of him being on the Cardinals.
I think he'd be a great fit there. I mean, the Cardinals are always good.
Yeah.
And you can afford like a kind of not so great defender in the outfield when you got Harrison Bader in center, who's just like
unbelievable. Well, they got 5 Gold Gloves. They don't need anyone who's spectacular at defense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I could see that. Like, I think he fits offensively there perfectly. Between Arenado, Goldschmidt, and Bryant, could you imagine that?
I think some dark horse team's going to snag Chris Bryant.
It's going to be some team no one saw coming.
Exactly.
Maybe the Mets.
To be fair, in my MLB The Show franchise, I picked up Chris Bryant, and my team was the Marlins.
That's not happening.
Why do you think it's not going to happen?
Because they're going to. If I was the Marlins, I would go after a dude who's from South Florida, Nick Castellanos. Maybe wait for JD next year, because you got a dude from South Florida like Jesus Luzardo. Yeah. He's going to all of his friends and family to the game. That's more ticket sales. Yeah. You get them inside the stadium. They're going to buy stuff. That
is genius. Yes, I did not.
Right? Yeah. Like, being the Marlins, why would you not go after guys from South Florida?
Especially because, dude, no one goes to Marlins games,
man. It's just not a good stadium to go to.
It's terrible. Parking's terrible. You get scared. Like, I personally hate it. I wish they would have stayed at Dolphin Stadium. Like,
I've probably been to 3 games since they moved there and live like what?
Dude,
35 minutes away.
Yeah, no, traffic's just horrendous. That's the thing.
Last Marlins game I went to, it took 2.5 hours to get out of the parking garage. Like, no joke.
I wish they would have put it next to the freaking Panther Stadium, dude.
They should have. They like should have put a bid on Fort Lauderdale Stadium.
Yeah, I don't, no idea why. But you know the Panther Stadium, how there's like those apartments right next to it.
Yeah.
Right when the Marlins were moving, it was nothing. It was nothing there. Empty land. No idea why they didn't like move there and have like a whole sports mecca in South Florida, and that would have been sick. And it would have been easy for us to go to games, like being South. Damn, dude. But yeah, all right. So Chris Bryant. So your final verdict? Who are you saying?
I mean, dark horse that no one saw coming.
Okay. Like what? I want to see one team.
Mets or Cardinals.
Mets or Cardinals. I think if the Mets keep Baez, I could see a Mets.
Yeah.
But let's talk about Mr. Baez. Where do you think he's going?
I think he just has to stay in New York.
New York.
They loved him there. He performed well. Fits the market.
Like I said earlier, I think he's going to the Sox, baby.
I just don't see it. I don't believe he loves dude to get on base.
I think he's going to the Sox. I think he would fit amazing, and I feel like I'm going to hear "and I told you so" some later to you. So.
Okay, maybe.
All right. So there's Javi Baez. All right, and then Mad Max. What about him?
I think it's a bidding war between LA, Houston, and Boston.
Like, I don't think he's gonna go to.
Why not? He's gonna want to win a ring.
No, you're right. No, you're right. You're right.
They have them. I mean, Fenway Sports Group has so much money, and they reset the luxury tax balance.
They just got the Penguins, right? Or is they got them?
They can easily just be like, hey, 75 million, 2 years, take it or leave it. You think he's going to turn that down?
Yeah, I don't think he can, but
like the Dodgers probably just be, yeah, have fun. Like,
no, I feel like the Dodgers would shit out more money for sure. So,
we're like, how much more money can they spend? Their whole team's free agents right now. They're going to have to keep
the Dodgers are the Yankees of the NL. Like,
but like, they're gonna need money to sign a shortstop at least. Turner, is Trey Turner a free agent? I think he might be.
I don't think so. I mean,
then he is next year.
Next year.
So they're gonna have to lock up him or Seager up one way or another.
Yeah. So you think Mad Max is going to Boston?
I think it's gonna be close. I think it's between those three teams.
Give me one.
I could see Houston doing it, honestly. They freed up the money from Correa.
Yeah, but Verlander too. They just spent a ton of money on Verlander.
Oh, that is true. Yeah, but Verlander could probably entice him to go there. They were with Detroit together.
And they're at Cressy Sports Performance. Shout out.
Yes, they are.
Dude, you know I had a conversation with Verlander one time?
You told me about that. That's so sick.
Yeah. For any of that don't know that's watching this. I work out at Cressy. I do physical therapy there, yada, yada, yada. But I was doing deadlifts, and then my trainer was counting wrong or whatever, because 8 reps of whatever it was RDL. And then I'm like, oh, that was actually 8, because it was 8 reps. And then I slammed it, and Verlander looks at me and he's like, yeah, man, I've never met a trainer that knew how to count. And I'm just like,
that's so funny. That's so awesome.
You talked to me. And I was like flabbergasted, dude. All right, Verlander signed. We don't need to talk about him right now.
Yeah.
Gosman.
San Francisco. I don't see him leaving.
No. I don't see him leaving either. I mean, he did amazing there. So
yeah.
All right, cool. That one was easy.
Yeah.
Marcus Simeon.
There's such a big market for him, but at the same time, I feel like teams is just gonna overlook him again.
Yeah, because I mean he is getting up there, but
he's third place in 32 by opening day.
Yeah, but third
that's
place,
not even old.
That's not that bad. It's not. Tom Brady's 48 now?
Yeah, but it's not like he's a defensive whiz where it's like he's there for his defense. He flat out rakes. I mean, there's a DH spot for a reason with teams.
Yeah.
In the NL, let's assume they're gonna get it.
Yeah, I think so, especially after the whatever arbitration, right?
CBA.
Yeah, they're DH dude.
Yeah, so I think he has a huge market, but I think he would fit in a lot of places. But I don't know if teams are going to go after him. I don't know if he goes back to Toronto because I don't know if they want to spend that money when their infield is already Vladdy, Biggio, Bichette.
Put his in second.
Biggio.
Does he play outfield?
He only they pushed him out there because they had Simeon last year.
Oh.
But he's a second baseman.
Dude, I honestly think Toronto will do anything to keep that core intact. They're going to add pieces to that core. So I really feel like they're going to shell out the money for Simeon, and I feel like they're going to get him at a good price too.
I could see him going back there, but there's been rumors he wants to go back to the West Coast, so I could almost see
maybe the A's pick him up.
No, he was with the A's. They didn't even give him a qualification.
Hey, buddy. Hey, folks, you're ruining my podcast, buddy.
You got a farm in there?
Dude, it's this little guy right here. This guy. He's a cute, yeah. All right. Anyway, Simeon.
I don't know. Maybe San Fran, maybe.
Actually, you know what came to my mind as we're talking about this? And I think the next guy's going to go there too, by the way. But maybe the Angels.
What money do they have to spend left? On position players. They need pitching.
I think he's going to be a pretty cheap guy for a third place AL MVP. But I feel like the Angels would make some dumbass decision like that to go get a second baseman.
I can see that, but the Athletic came out with an article today saying Simeon's asking for more than $200 million.
Oh,
yeah. So I'm thinking San Fran freed up the money from Posey. They got 2 young catchers who are club or like team MLB minimum, whatever that, like 5 something.
okay.
They're gonna have the money to shell out for him. They need pitching, but they got Wood, Logan Webb. Who else did they re-sign DeSclafani yesterday too?
No idea.
I think they did. Let's just guess they did.
Okay.
But I can see him as a great fit there.
All right. So you're saying San Fran?
I'm saying San Fran.
All right. I'm saying Angels make a stupid ass decision and go get him. That's my choice and why.
Very funny.
It's happened before. I feel like with like Anthony Rendon, like they just signed.
It happens every year.
They don't need them. They don't need them, but they sign them anyway.
They need pitching.
Dude, it's like playing like MLB The Show. You just want hitting because you think pitching like will get you over, but you just want hitting. So that's what I think.
It's honestly like their GM's like, oh, we don't need pitching. It's like the way Dave Dombrowski builds a bullpen.
Yeah,
we don't
need throw money or do nothing.
Like at least Dombrowski can build a rotation. Dombrowski builds unbelievable rotations.
Yeah, exactly. But all right, next person, Mr. Castellanos himself, the Florida boy.
Bring him to the Marlins.
Bring him to the Marlins.
Bring him to the Marlins.
Dude, I think the Marlins are going to start getting superstars.
They re-signed Sandy to a 5-year, $55 million.
I feel like that's going to be huge. I feel like they don't need to sign pitching. Their pitching's unreal. Trevor Rogers, Sixto, like
Pablo Lopez, Alcantara, Luzardo, Anthony Bender.
That was a freaking steal getting Luzardo.
For real. I can see them getting Castellanos. They need offense. If they got the DH, even better. Shifts right into that DH spot.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. I want, as much as I want him to go to Florida personally, I don't think it's gonna happen. I think maybe the Marlins have one more year before they start signing guys.
Yeah.
But I could see Castellanos. Maybe I could see him in LA, dude.
Dodgers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. If they get the DH, dude, they'll find a spot for him.
That's true, but like Pollock, Betts, who's their other outfielder?
Belly, right?
Belly, and then Lux. Lux is an outfielder right now.
Yeah, but I feel like I don't know. I feel like they could find.
I mean, I guess Turner shifts to short. You put Lux at second.
Yeah, and I mean, if they get the DH too, like I feel like that's a perfect spot for him. And the Dodgers love to shell out money.
Yeah, they do.
So, I mean, honestly, what other teams are in the market for an outfield right now? Maybe the Yankees. No, the Yankees no.
I think the whole thing with Boston is it's all dependent on whether they can get Schwarber back.
Yes.
If they don't get Schwarber back, there's a chance they shell out money for a bat that can transition to DH after this upcoming season.
Yeah. I feel they need to get Schwarber. They need to get Schwarber back.
I agree. The only thing that scares me about Schwarber is his past seasons. Like, let me pull up his baseball reference. Like, he hasn't been the most productive player over his career. He was unbelievable last year, don't get me wrong, but do you want to shell out all that money? Like, Kyle Schwarber has a career batting or career on base percent. Actually, never mind.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Never mind. I'm wrong.
You're wrong. I'm wrong. I'm usually wrong.
Like, I love Schwarber. I think you play him at first this upcoming year. Trade Bob. I think Bob's getting traded.
I think he is too, but I love him. So
I think he has the chance to become a very good big leaguer, but I don't see it in Boston.
I love Bobby, so I hope he stays. But
I feel like he doesn't fit the Red Sox mold.
It would make sense if they got rid of him.
Go get a pitcher.
Yeah.
Because you have Cassis coming up.
Oh yeah, exactly. If you have Cassis too, which again, nuts. Just seeing him that high in
Yeah,
organization too. It's just like,
for real.
dude, I can't wait till like 5 years now when we really know kids getting drafted and stuff. Like,
Oh, yeah, I know a ton already.
yeah, but like super personal. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they're in the league.
Yeah.
That,
Matty Allen with the Mets.
oh, Matty Allen, dude. Oh my God, is he better now?
He's probably close.
Yeah, that one's gonna be weird.
Yeah.
That one's gonna be like, oh my God, because he was younger than us too, playing on that cell.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
We gotta have an episode where we just talk about travel ball, dude. Who we are.
South Florida travel ball.
Yeah, exactly. Jesus. All right. So I'm gonna keep this short, but the last one, Mr. Correa. We talked about him earlier. You said you said something about the Red Sox? I don't think so.
I put it between Detroit and Boston.
I could see Detroit. A lot of people are saying Detroit because AJ Hinch and everything. But I mean, they're gonna have Correa and who else? Erod.
Exactly. My thinking is Cora, both Puerto Rican. He's played for him on the played with him on the like Puerto Rican national team and stuff.
Yeah.
He's coached him in Houston. Correa, people don't like him right now, but if he's in Boston, he's one of those guys like if he's on your team, you're going level.
Yeah. Yeah. But I just don't see Chaim Bloom making that move.
I do. He's like 27 or 28. Give him 8 years.
But like, who's the last person that Chaim Bloom shelled out money for? Like, you look at his record and
He offered Syndergaard a competitive offer.
Really?
Mm-hmm. He offered him a competitive offer. I don't know what the offer was. They didn't release it, but they said it was competitive to what the Angels offered.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so Bloom might be like not too scared. I mean, he was with the Rays before. He's never really had money to shell out.
Yeah, that's the thing I like about the Red Sox. So they play money ball with money.
Yeah, and plus like Bloom had to like build the base these past 2 years. He had like they had their top like 10 guys, but there's nothing behind that. He need to build like they got a good like 26 guys right now, and now is the time where let's put in a superstar.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I feel like
see it, but I would not be surprised if he goes somewhere else.
Where else would that be?
Detroit.
Is that the only place?
Where else is a market for him? Can't go to the Mets because they got Lindor. Who else is really going to spend? He's not going to San Diego. They got Tatis.
Well, move Tatis to the outfield.
Then Machado shifts the short.
They're one of the two.
What teams that are going to spend money have an opening?
My cousin said the Diamondbacks.
Mike Hazen used to be the Red Sox GM.
Yeah, that's that. He's gonna go to the Diamondbacks. Boom! You heard it here first. Carlos Correa is going to the Diamondbacks.
What the Vegas odds are for that?
Oh my God! Can I put like $2 on it and win 200?
For real?
That would be absurd if he went to the Diamondbacks.
What team's ready to spend that's gonna contend that needs a shortstop or can use a shortstop?
I honestly haven't really thought of that. Like, I thought he was gonna go back to Houston. Really?
They offered him a joke of an extension.
Yeah. Well, until I saw that, that's when I realized, oh, he's not going back to Houston.
Like I would say San Fran, but they got Crawford.
Maybe the Yankees. They would shell out the money, and they don't have a good shortstop. So
I could totally see them going after a declining Trevor Story.
Yeah.
Or no, I think
right?
I think Simmons is going to be the shortstop next year, and Yankee fans are going to like try to burn down the stadium.
Yeah, exactly. The Yankees. I've said this from day one. The Yankees are not going to be World Series contenders until they stop throwing money at everything that walks. So I hope they go after Correa.
Aaron Hicks.
Yeah.
Is Jacoby Ellsbury 2.0.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, Ellsbury showed up to Fenway Park in a Red Sox jersey while still under contract for the Yankees.
Yeah, exactly. The Yankees throw money at whatever, dude. They're not going to be good until they fix that.
I mean, yeah, Garrett Cole is worth it. Garrett Cole is worth it. He was third in Cy Young. He's worth it.
I just don't like Garrett Cole.
He's not a big game pitcher, but he's worth it. He's going to get you there. He's going to get you there.
He is. But did he do that good without the sticky stuff though?
Good enough. But like other than that, like I love Jameson Taillon.
Yeah. I don't know. So I think my final lock-in answer is the Yankees. That's where I think Correa is gonna go.
I see them getting Simmons or Story.
Sims or Story.
Yeah, like
Where do you think Correa is gonna go though? Sox. Is that your final lock-in answer?
Detroit, just because like they're telling you they're gonna spend.
All right. So Detroit and Yankees. And is Story a free agent?
Yeah,
Where do you think he's gonna go?
New York.
New York. I think Story's gonna end up. Yeah. Like if they don't get Correa, probably New York.
I think he's going to New York.
Yeah, probably. All right, sweet. That's it, right? Is that all we got?
Yeah.
Well, thank you all for listening to the second episode of the Landing on Landsdown podcast. I am Chris Ferrara.
I'm Devin Roche.
And we will see you next time.